Hi guys, Romans here, and today we're going to talk about Facebook as an ad platform. So, if you want to find out about using Facebook for SMM, you should check out our previous video. Now, Facebook is famous for being one of the most efficient ways to use ads online. Why is that? Well, it has a lot of data, a lot of personal preferences about each of us. And that means when you're choosing a person who you want to see your ad, you can be really specific in that. That means all your money you spend on market research will pay back. However, if you're a small business, you don't have any resources to conduct a great research, you shouldn't be worried because Facebook has already a lot of really smart algorithms that help you and help your ads to find the right customer, even if you didn't specify it a lot. And there is no shortage of formats either. You can choose between videos, reels, photos, and other formats. And it is good because for different purposes, different types of ads are most efficient. Speaking of purposes, they are also adjustable here. You can either choose the direct call to action by our staff, or you might just want to attract more attention to your blog or website. All of this you can choose and pick in Facebook ads. Another important feature is the comprehensive set of tools that help you analyze the performance of your ads. That includes side-by-side comparison of different types of ads or similar ads with minor changes. And it also allows you to predict how well your ad will do based on the options you've chosen for it. It is important because even in case where you personally don't deal with ads, you don't set them up, you have special team for that, you can always easily access all the data and see for yourself whether the people you hired are doing their job well. So, once you've decided you want Facebook ads, let's start and get using it. But not so fast. First of all, you need to decide who you're going to target. You see, solar panels and solar energy is a twofold issue. Many people opt for it because they want to save on their electricity bills, and that's understandable. However, there are a lot of people who are rooting for the green cause, who want to help the environment. So it's best if you understand who this specific ad is for. Don't just think about attracting everyone to your website. The better you understand the person who's going to receive the ad, the better this ad will work. So let's get started. Well, first of all, I'd like to remind you that you will need your Facebook business page. So if you're not sure how to set that one up, just check out our previous video. So once on your Facebook business page, just find the button that says Ads Manager. It's usually on the left. And there you'll have the whole window with your campaigns. Naturally, if it's your first ad, there will be no campaigns. However, you will easily notice a green button called Create. Click on that. That's where you have your first choice to make. And this is about a campaign objective. You'll see awareness, traffic, engagement, leads, app promotion, and sales. Which one should you choose? Actually, there are just two options here that would work for you. It's either sales or leads. Well, you naturally could say that you need leads. You need people coming to your website, leaving their phone number and email address, right? It's true, but if you opt for that leads option, you will have to use Facebook's own opt-in form. And that, unfortunately, doesn't always prove to be the most efficient variant. However, if you feel that you're short on time or you just don't have any resources to be spent on customizable forms such as ClickFunnels or Typeform, just go for that option, right? However, if you want to spend extra time and sometimes extra money because those services are not always free, it's better to go and do that yourself. It'll look better, it will attract more attention, but then you should choose sales. Now, why sales? Well, because Facebook analyzes the audiences and tries to understand who's right now has the intention of buying or purchasing something. And since the topic of your ad is going to be solar panels, well, naturally, it will try and find people who would be interested in purchasing them. So again, either leads, if you don't want to spend too much time or money on customizable forms, or sales for the most efficiency, but be ready to prepare your own customizable form. And when it comes to opt-in forms, there are two approaches here that you can follow. The first one is, again, the easiest and the most direct one, is where you directly ask your potential clients for their contact information so you could get in touch with them. On the one hand, it is good because you save them a lot of time, and the chances of them losing interest or getting distracted to something else are really low. But on the other hand, they might feel this approach a bit too intrusive or even intimidating. So to avoid that, you might want to opt for a clever, I would say, option. You would just go with a few more topic-related questions, where you would ask about their average electricity bill, or maybe the environment, depending, remember who you're targeting. So a few of these questions would first of all allow them to have an idea and kind of lead them to the idea of getting themselves solar panels, and on the other hand would give you more information about those potential clients. Especially if you a big business, you don't want to miss out on important clients, you can easily rank them and see who here has a bigger priority, who has bigger electricity bills, or who is more concerned with environment, and pursuing them and getting in touch with them first place. So let's get back to our Facebook ad setup, right? So once you've chosen the type, and let's go the easier way and let's choose the lead option, right, where you'll use the Facebook's own opt-in form. We go to the next page, where the only thing we really need to do here is to choose the campaign name. It's completely up to you. Of course, it should be something sensible, should be something that allow you to easily find the one you would be looking for example, compare it with other campaigns to see how well they're doing, right? So that's the only thing you do there. Then you go further, you will have to go for conversion options. And here you'll need to choose where you want to generate your leads. And again, a few options here: website, instant forms, messenger, calls, or apps. And again, here we are opting for instant forms, which means we are going to use Facebook's own opt-in page. Don't worry, that's okay, and customizable forms are actually mostly used by larger companies who have money and time and resources to perfect their own perfect opt-in form. So the next part is the budget. And here you can set your own daily budget. I wouldn't recommend you to go super high. $5-10 a day is fine, but keep in mind that $5, for example, is an average amount over the week. That means on a single day it might go as high as $6.25, but on average throughout the week it'll be $5. So it means you'll spend $35 a week. Once the budget is set, it's time for the most important part. It is your audience, who you want to see your ads, who you're ready to pay for. And here there are quite a few cool features. The first one is lookalike audience. That means that you can choose a community, a group, including your own, of people who like to see your ads. So that doesn't mean necessarily that those specific people will see the ads, but Facebook will try and analyze this group based on their interest, based on everything they have, and will offer your ads to people similar to those in that group. And here, of course, you can choose the number of lookalike audiences, so you can choose multiple groups and the size of such audience. Right there, you'll see the estimated reach, how many people will be considered by Facebook lookalikes from that group. Now it's time to choose the location of the people who will see your ad. And when it comes to solar panels and installation, it is quite important. I think you agree with me. Now, if you try just type in the name of your town, city, you will see that the minimum radius of that location would be 10 miles, which is a lot. So if you want your business to be targeted specifically to people locally, I would recommend you to choose the address that kind of falls into the center of that area. And this way, once you've typed in not just the name of your town, but the address, you will have the radius of as small as 1 mile. And this is the kind of precision you might want for your ad. Once you've chosen the location, it's time to choose a few more things such as age, interest, gender, and so on. Well, naturally, you wouldn't want teenagers or young people who just rent to be among the audience because they won't buy your solar panels anyway, even if they want to. So the common sense is usually the key. Plus, going too precise and too deep into researching every single interest is not always a good idea and actually can be detrimental to your ad performance. Facebook shows you the estimated number of people who will see your ad and even the number of people who might potentially click on and leave their information. So be careful about those numbers. Another cool thing is if you already have a few customers, it's good to maybe ask them a few questions or again add them as friends on Facebook and study what their interests are, what their lives are like. It will give you a very, very good idea who your potential customers are. Once the audience is set, it's time to actually create the ad. It's really easy to do with Facebook and there are a lot of formats, but I would recommend you to go for a reel or a video because those are the easiest one to grab attention of your potential customers. As for the content, of course you can use Facebook's own library of images. Just type in any keywords and it'll find you appropriate image. But if you have a library of your own photos of your workers installing panels, projects, things like that, it's great to use them because you can always see the picture that is just a free image online, right? And something that is done actually by real people, real professionals. Another thing to think about is the words, the actual verbiage you're going to use. And here there are again two approaches. One is very direct. If you feel like you're looking for people who will now directly go for getting solar panels, then really actually using best solar panels, best solar panel installer, contractor, these kind of things, they work great. However, if you want to sort of expand on your audience, you might go for the something less direct, something like find out how much you can save on your electricity bills. For example, if you're targeting that kind of audience, that could be a great title to begin with, right? So you have to be careful here. You have to keep in mind what kind of audience you're targeting and how far of a reach you want to go for. So once you have all this set up and ready, just push the button and you have your first Facebook ad. Creating your own Facebook ad is not difficult. I'm sure you've noticed that. However, making sure that you make money and you increase efficiency of it can be tricky. And I'm not just talking here about knowing every single tool Facebook has to offer. I'm talking here about understanding your audience. That's why some internet marketing agency cannot always provide the best service for solar companies. That's why you should look for a company that has experience and works exclusively in the solar panel industry. So, if you want real professionals working on your case, if you want all the spectrum of internet marketing services that are tailored for solar businesses, get in touch with us, solar-seo.com. You can call us at +1 323 285 2811 or just write us at care, that's C-A-R-E, care, at solar-seo.com. Get in touch with us.